Hi guys, Esther here. Thank you for tuning to my channel. Uh, Today video is going to be all about Jupiter in Aquarius. I feel it's really extremely important video. I work for on the information I'm going to share with you for a couple of weeks now. As always, you remember my channel is not for everyone, and it's actually for everyone, but not everyone can perhaps understood certain terminology. So I want to ask for to excuse me, because if you don't have any Kabbalistic knowledge or any knowledge in Hebrew alphabet, you probably can feel a little bit foreign to information, but I hope you still can stick around because this information is vital, and the information I provide, it's really came from really ancient technology, Kabbalistic technology, and as well combined with knowledge of Sefer Yezirah, Book of Formation, as well it's called Book of Creation. What is really Jupiter in Aquarius? I really want us to understand very, very important the essence of the Jupiter and essence of the Aquarius. I'm referring right now to Book of Formation, Sefer Yetzirah, and Book of Creation, and especially people who understand have some basic Kabbalistic knowledge and have knowledge of Hebrew alphabet, they're going to amaze about information I'm going to share right now, because I don't think you can find this information anywhere on YouTube, on internet. Not really many people can even know this information. So every time when I look at the sky, besides I'm using the knowledge of Babylonian astrologer and sidereal astrology, I'm combining constantly the Kabbalistic knowledge, which is really, really important, because the Kabbalistic knowledge really is the essence of the foundation of the creation. And of those of you who's listening right now to my video, not really connecting to this wisdom and don't really just try to connect to what I'm saying without put too much logic into it. So I think hopefully by end of this video, you can understand a little bit more, and perhaps you're going to have a more desire for spirituality and to study Kabbalah, because I do believe no matter what spirituality you're in, no matter what religious you practice, no matter what spirituality you practice, again, Kabbalistic knowledge is only going to improve and enhance what you do. It's not religious, it's pure spirituality. It is basic foundation of the creation. Um, the Hebrew alphabet is not just language. Hebrew letters, contain tremendous energy. The whole universe and each planet has his own Hebrew letter, which is created by it. So I know it's a little bit hard to grasp for people who don't really connect to it, but for a second, again, just try to flow with the information I'm going to share. Now, I'm so exciting. I can't even tell you. When I start to understand this information, I was jumping from my chair. I said to myself, I have to share this information, because I don't recall I was ever heard this information from anyone. But when I put links together, it's really awesome. It's really magical. So this is what I'm referring to. What is the Jupiter? Jupiter in Hebrew called Tzedek, right? Tzaddik. So it's the same letters represent a word in Hebrew, righteous. So Jupiter called in Hebrew tzedek, which is again same word, same combination of letter called tzaddik. What letter create Jupiter? Letter Gimel. It's really important. So every time when you want to connect to Jupiter, and you always need to check where in your chart Jupiter is. So use letter Gimel and close your eyes and imagine this letter inside of planet of Jupiter. And if Jupiter, for example, exalted in your chart, it's amazing. So it's mean Jupiter, um, it's magnificent planet. You know, it's the biggest planet in the solar system after the sun, and is the fifth planet from the sun. And as well, Jupiter is the neighbor of Saturn, which is another thing we have to remember where Jupiter right now came from. He came from Saturn. If you watch my previous video, I literally compared Saturn and Jupiter to two different school of thoughts of Shmaya um, and Amphiel. So it's really, really important video. I really recommend for you to watch. And remember, what is the Saturn? Saturn in Hebrew called Shabtai. What is the Shabtai? Shabtai represent Shabbat And what is tzaddik? Tzaddik loves to be in Shabbat. Tzaddik loves to be with energy of Shabbat, energy of completion, energy of blessings, right? So it's really important. So now Gimel, every time when we, and by the way, one thing I want to remind you, Jupiter, I don't think you can hear this from many astrologers, but ancient explain, when you not use blessing of Jupiter, when you don't connect to his magnificence and his blessings, he become like a Saturn for you. So, for example, some people they know the Jupiter it's exalted in the chart, and they kind of not really put too much effort. Jupiter actually can start to behave like Saturn. So it's really important to use Jupiter um, energy in his blessings. Now, let's say Jupiter not in the best position in your chart. Gimel, this is the moment when letter Gimel come to serve you. I recommend for you to close your eyes, to meditate on letter Gimel, imagine it's inside of the sun, Jupiter, and talk to Jupiter. Ask for the blessings. Ask to improve, how for you to improve yourself through his blessings in the chart. So this is where the kick come in. I really want to share with you. Now, what is the Aquarius? Aquarius represented by Bet and Sadik. Now, Bet represent Saturn, and Sadik represent Aquarius. So the letter Sadik create Aquarius. And what is the Tzaddik? Tzaddik is the same numerology as the Tzaddik. So look, they energetically and on DNA level, they came from the same essence. Do you understand? This is why what's happening right now in the sky, Jupiter enter Aquarius, this is the moment when we start to experience age of Aquarius. Even though according to ancients and according to the sky, we're still in really not in Aquarius yet, but right now, with this force, with this energetical force, this is almost cosmos helping us to preparing us to enter to the age of Aquarius. This is really major. If you think about it, the Jupiter called Tzedek, Aquarius made by letter Tzadik, they both have energetical force really similar, and they have the same purpose. They have a same calling, right, for humanity. So this is how it's important. So this is important to meditate on letter Tzadik and letter Gimel. So Tzadik represent Aquarius, Gimel represent Jupiter. When you're going to meditate on the both letters, this is the energy represent age of Mashiach, Messiah. You see, I even put here on top of my video, I put energy, I put message. So it's energy of Mashiach. This is the consciousness of Mashiach. Very, very important. Now I'm going to go right now. I really recommend for you to write a couple things if you wish, because I'm going to give you specific days, and for certain signs as well. It's going to be very positive, very, very positive cosmic opening, and you better to use it. Again, we're not here to be slaves of the sky. We're here to control the sky, right? I always want to remind you the conversation our father Abraham had with Creator, with Hashem, when Hashem spoke to Abraham and told him, stop to count the stars, start to move them, right? So this is why we have the Hebrew alphabet. We have all this unbelievable information in order for us to be creators, in order for us to control the energetical force of what's happened right now in the sky. So I just want to go a little bit by dates, just for you to explain what's going to happen this period of time. So the Jupiter really moved to Aquarius on April 16, and it's continued. He's not really stationary yet. He's continued his retrograde until June 20th. So it's really important, right? So while he's in the retrograde, he's still making certain changes. He's still in movement. So the energy not settled yet, but still the blessings already start big time. Plus, I want to remind you, those of us who knows that we're going through right now 49 days of 49 gates and 49 days of negativity. It's not really negativity. According to Kabbalah, there's no such a thing, negativity. It's the days of transformation, of total transformation. And this is 49 days, extremely important, right? Before we're going to come to the time of Shavuot. So right now we have Jupiter, which is he's right now in retrogression. He's moving, and until June 20th. So the finally he's gonna stationary on June 20th, which is amazing. Just really, I have to tell you, for even for the Canadian, you're gonna feel so much better. You will see we're going to start to travel again. We're going to have a huge improvement. I do believe Canada is taking right now, even though we feel we in the hard times right now in the darkness, but there's so much light inside of the darkness. We just really need to work on ourselves this period of time. Really important. And he's going to be there until September 14. So from June 20th until September 14, Jupiter is going to be in Aquarius stationary. Just for you to know, he's going to be in Aquarius until April 14, 2022. But there's going to be 2 months, which is on September 14 to November 20th. He's going to get back again to Capricorn. So the way how it works, remember, Jupiter usually every 12 years, Jupiter finish all 12 signs. He's retrograde in all 12 signs. Now it's taking him about year and 1 and 2 months to be in one sign. So right now he moved from April 6th until April 14, 2022. He's going to be in placement of Aquarius, but he's still gonna have another dance. He's gonna go to Capricorn September 14th to November 20th. There's going to be it's going to be kind of a little bit, we're going to get to more complicated and more difficult time again, because when he's getting to Capricorn, he's going to all again to really reveal to us the real truth. I feel we're going to understand what's really where we economically stand, each country, what's really happened with with our country's sustenance, especially September and October. This is going to be facing the real truth. People really going to evaluate more and more how much they spend the money, where they want to invest, and what really money represent for him. This is going to be 2 really important months. I don't recommend to do too many important things, but there's going to be few very important days inside of these days, which is I'm going to provide to you later on. Okay, so before he will start his transit to Pisces. So again, in April 13, 14 in 2022, he's going to get new dance. He's going to Pisces, and from Pisces to Aries, so he's going to go to different partnership. Right now he's in very important partnership. Now he's in a partnership of Aquarius and Capricorn. But again, he's finally getting to Aquarius to the most of the time, and we're still going to be in Capricorn for a short period of time, almost to reevaluate again and to count our blessings, so to say. Now, one day I really want to mention to you on October 18. I'm going to say what degrees and what signs. I do recommend for you to write it down because it's really important. You can plan something really important in these days, 2 days before, 2 days after of 18, October 18. Because the Jupiter is going to be stationary, and he's going to be 7 or 8 degrees in Aquarius, in Libra or Gemini, or Leo, because the Leo is directly facing Aquarius. So check if you have any planets in Aquarius, number 1, Libra, Gemini, the 3 air sign, or Leo in 7 or 8 degrees. If you have any major planets, please check your chart. If you have astrologer you work with, or you never did your astrological chart, I can stress enough how it's important. I'm not here to sell my services. I'm busy enough, but I would love to if you need help. But really, really recommend for you guys, if you never did your chart or you haven't done chart for a while, this is the time really to check your chart and to be prepared and to really connect to the blessings. Really, really important, because there's a lot of things always happen in the sky. We can be, constantly in tune, but there's really important moments happen in the sky, and it can directly affect your natal chart. in some time, and it's going to affect you for the next 18 years. By the way, what's happening right now in the sky, it's almost mimicking, of course, some planets not in the same position, but it's almost mimicking what's happened in 2010. I recommend for you to really come back with your memory and remember what's happened in your life in 2010, because what's happened in 2010, it's almost similar, but perhaps in a little bit um, in different light, so to say, going to happen. But you can go to 2020 because the Jupiter was in Aquarius. But again, the other planets and Mars especially was in different position, which is, I will mention Mars in my other video, what Mars doing right now in the sky. Now, another very important degree, it's 28 degree in Capricorn, or in Virgo, or in Taurus, or Cancer. If you have any planet which is 28 degrees on the sign I just mentioned, I'm going to repeat again, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and Cancer, Jupiter will be conjuncting in or trying your sign. It's big opportunities open for you. Make sure to make your calendar, mark your calendar, because it's, a lot of things can happen and just pass by. But if you're going to connect to this moment, if you're going to make some plans or you're planning to do something, this is the good days to connect to, especially if your natal initial chart connect. Okay, so he's not just again, the Jupiter not just exalted in Aquarius. Let's really to understand what's really happening. He's a partnership with Aquarius, right, on DNA level, and the moment of the creation level. They speak, so to say, same language, have same mission to help us with the final redemption. What is the Aquarius? Aquarius represent a group of people. It represents humanity. It represents deep knowledge. It represents how we care for everyone who's not directly our family. And this is really energy of Mashiach. This is why it says the Messiah final redemption comes during the age of Aquarius. We're right now going to experience this energy. And by the way, it says in ancient explain people who born during the Jupiter retrograde or stage, especially stationary in Aquarius, if you know anyone who pregnant right now and going to deliver a baby this period of time, those babies can come with very special big souls. Indians say it's gurus, we say it's righteous people. It's really, really special souls. If, for example, you in your natal chart, you have Jupiter in Aquarius, I'm so happy for you. I'm envy you in a good way. It says, then only good envious we should have inside of us is the envy for tzaddik, envy for righteous, envy the person who's constantly searching for spirituality, who wants to grow, who constantly wants to get closer to the light of the Creator, who wants to understand what is his purpose, why he's here in this world, how he can invest in this world, how he can really change by changing yourself. This is how we really, we're giving the new energy to the creation, because you can't really change anyone. The only person really we can change it ourselves. And this is something really important lesson for us to remember. Now, one thing as well I want to mention to all of us and to remind us, when we have a Jupiter in Aquarius, Aquarius as well have very important planets. You definitely have a Saturn, but there's another planet which is Uranus, right? Now, what does the Uranus represent? Uranus represent cosmic energy. It represents even the other dimensions and aliens and other planets, other world. So I do believe this during this period of time, it's going to be new revelation on the medical field as well. They're going to create some new medicine, hopefully the medicine which is going to serve humanity and not destruction. It's going to be new scientific development connect to astrophysics. We're going to understand cosmos even more. I think the government been hiding a lot of information about the aliens, about the other tribes who try to connect to us. As you know, those of us who study Kabbalah, we know Zohar talks a lot about aliens and as well give a lot of information about other dimensions. So I think more and more we're going to be connected. A lot of us having more profound dreams. We start to connect more and more to our essence. We start to ask ourselves different quality question. It's not about just to ask yourself questions. It's about the quality of the questions we have. And this is the time of real intention. This is the time when it's not longer good enough just to say what you want. You really want to, every time before anything comes from our mouth, we need to always ask, I'm going to create right now peace or destruction. And this is exactly what this coronavirus is about. It's brought so much destruction, and it's the airborne disease. And airborne disease, according to Kabbalah, to ancients, it only and only comes and activated by hated for no reason and by evil speech. So we need to be always very responsible spiritual people. A lot of people can call themselves, I'm very spiritual, but we all work, work in progress, that for sure. But and to call yourself spiritual, it's first how much you really control your thoughts and how much you control what comes from your mouth. This is really, really important. I want to tell you about as well when this I'm going to make another video in a month or so because the Jupiter Aquarius is going to change his position a few times, and he's going to go to different degrees in Capricorn, in the Jupiter, in Aquarius. Now, this right now until he becomes stationary until June 20th. I'm not here to scare you, but I want to tell you there's things happening right now in the cosmos, and according to ancients, and I can see it's certain something can happen. In a sense, I'm not the astrologer who ever will tell you there's a war coming. God forbid, chas v'shalom. Opposite, I'm going to tell you there's a possibility because the combination we have right now of Jupiter and Aquarius in the 7 to 8 degrees, it's almost the same um, degrees was in the beginning of the Second World too. And we remember these, a lot of destructions happen with that, but then a lot of blessings happen with that. But we don't need to go through that again in order for us to reveal the blessings. We don't need to go to such a dark place in order for us to appreciate what we have. This is why this time right now, a difference between our grandparents, grandparents used to live. They never had so many opportunities and technology we have right now in front of us, and the communication we have, how much we can influence each other, how much we can help each other. So this is really important. Even though the combination very similar, we not necessarily have to go through what our ancestors went through. We need to learn from it. We need to understand the responsibility, how big we are, because each of us is walking God. This is how we need to keep this in mind. We need to really understand the responsibility we have. And, I want to right now go through 12 signs. I don't want to make this video way too long and to repeat myself. I'm going to come back again and again. I'm going to do another few videos about Jupiter and Aquarius because he's going to change his position. He's going to change his degrees, and then he's going to attract different source of energy inside of the Aquarius. And remember, Aquarius is number one sign connect to Tikkun, to karmic, right? It's very karmic sign because Rahu, the south node, it's actually coming from the place of Aquarius. This is why in as well, when you look at Aquarius, you can see is the human body, which is holding the barrel, and barrel have a water. And it's not just any water. Most sacred degree of the all zodiac signs, the 7 sacred degrees, it's in Aquarius. It's in the river. It's called River of Life inside of the barrel, which is pouring water from Aquarius. So when Jupiter is going to get into this degree, we must. It's absolutely we must to connect to our essence, to our higher selves, to get to ask for the blessings, to demand the blessings. But in order for us to demand blessings, we need to work ourselves and we need to represent blessings as well, right? It's not enough just to we can't just to expect from creator to give us. We need to show it and we work for it as well, to so to say, to create the vessel for it. We have it's beautiful Libras, responsible Libras, mediators of the world. I love Libras. They really understand the beauty. Now, Libra, for you, the Jupiter is actually going to be in your fifth house, which is house represent children. If any of you consider to think to get pregnant, OMG, this is the best period of time to get pregnancy. You're going to have like really amazing time. You're going to have very healthy pregnancy, really, really good time. And you know, it's about for you to open your heart, because fifth house is house of Leo. It's about the romance, fun, entertainment, investing. By the way, investment as well, right? Fifth house is about investing. So you Libras can give a lot of good advice to other people, and you better study more and more about investings. I do have few good friends who Libras. Maybe perhaps I should call them. Even though I'm going to do another video about investment as well. What's going to happen? I can see in the sky. Now, one of the houses you're going to have aspect, it's 11th house, which is house of new friendship and new groups. So it's really good for your social life, Libra. It's going to be good for you to come out of comfort zone, because you Libras, a lot of time you're shy. When it comes to professional world, you can be very outspoken and secure, but sometimes when it comes to one-on-one relationship, you can be sometimes shy. So this is good combination. It can help you. And as well, it's aspecting your ninth house, which is desire for spirituality. And the ninth house is really good for you. It's another air sign, right? And it's learning about spirituality. It's different school of thoughts, different countries, why you are here in spirit as a spiritual being, right? So really good. And as well, it's going to be trial to your first house, Virgo. Libras. It's amazing as well, because the first house, it's self-worth. It's more appreciation of your own talents, who you really are, all the blessings you already have in life. So you don't really need to go out to look for blessing. It's already within you. So this is triangle, really, this is trial from Jupiter, going to really help you and to bring the new awareness for you. I really wish you many blessings, Libras. Good luck with the this new position with Jupiter. My beautiful Scorpios, which is the Scorpios, one of the really amazing signs of truth. They connect into themselves. They really want to understand everything on more deep level. And for you, Scorpio, it's going to be in the fourth house, which is helping you to come back actually to your childhood as well. Something to really to evaluate, to come back to. And the fourth house as well for you is the new location. Perhaps you were considering to buy new property or to relocate, or perhaps to upgrade your house to renovation. It's perfect time for you. You're going to get the best prices. You're going to be, because there's a renovation and there's a disaster renovation. For you, if you're planning to make anything connect to the property, to something actually stand on the malchut, on the earth, you're going to have a lot of blessings, because you're going to reconnect with your mom and your family roots. It's going to be very healing, very what is really liberty of the soul? It's really important to have a peace where we came from. And when you have a fourth house with Jupiter going to help you with a lot of mercy, with a lot of spiritual understanding about your childhood. So it's a good time for you. It's going to be very healing. Now you're going to have an aspect to your 10th house, which is house for career, new opportunities, self-development. And you guys so responsible. One of the best people to have part of the team when you work at Scorpios. They're always very dedicated. They will give the 100%. So you can purchase new property, as I mentioned, right? And security and emotional comfort. Forgiveness is the 10th house represent as well, which is forgiveness. It's very important for Scorpio, because Scorpios, it's not easy. People who judge Scorpios, they really don't understand what is really to live all your life with this intense energy. But at the same time, the way how you understand things, the way how you connect to the life and death, the way how you connect to metaphysical world, there's no other sign who really connect the way you are. So there's a lot of blessings. You just need to know how to use this tremendous energy within you. Another thing I want to show, oh my God, I didn't even mention, you actually have aspect of 8 and 12 house, which is 8 is house of transformation. Like I said, it's your own house metaphysics. And the 12th house, which is the psychic ability, intuition, and faraway locations. By the way, because of the fourth house, Jupiter going to aspect your fourth house, and you have a trial to the to the 12th house and eight. You're going to have a lot of support from other people, and as well, if you decide to relocate to different locations, you're going to have a lot of support. So I wish you a lot of blessings, many blessings, Scorpios, to really to connect to your essence and to understand what is this period of time really supposed to bring for you. Now, beautiful Sagittarius. For you guys, you're going to have Jupiter in the third house. What is the third house? It's a very familiar house for you in a sense, if you think about, right? Because it's the house of Gemini. It's directly with you. So it's about house about learning, education, traveling as well, to reconnect to your siblings and have some fun together with the siblings as well, right? So this is something really familiar energy for you. And don't forget, look at you guys, Jupiter. Jupiter, it's your planet. It's the Gimel. It's the essence of your soul. It's so, and now the Jupiter in your third house is going to really improve your dispute resolution skills, your skills to be amazing teacher, your skills to be you probably, if you Sagittarius have any fears to take yourself to the next level, perhaps to open new YouTube channel, perhaps to start to teach, to really use your skills and your writing skills, this is the perfect time. Please remember, if you're not going to use this time, the Jupiter eventually going to convert as a Saturn. You don't want that. You don't want to learn lesson from the heart. Take the opportunity, put yourself out there, put yourself, push yourself to the next level. If you had any, don't procrastinate, just really, because you, this is amazing window. It's only happened once in 18 years. So 12 years. So my apologies. So really in 18 years as well, this particular combination. So please use this opportunity. I can't stress enough. Now, interesting enough, it's going to trine on your seventh house is well relationship. Guys, by the way, this period of time for quite a few signs, you're going to be improving your relationship. If your relationship not growing, if you're stuck, time to let it go, do it because there's somebody else waiting for you, right? Plus, we always have to remember the relationship who didn't really work, they really worked. Why? Because we learn so much from it. We only can understand and see ourselves only through other people. So when we even finish certain relationship, it's really important the way how we finish in order for us to start fresh, good relationship. It's equally important the way how we finish our other relationship. So make sure everything done with human dignity, everything done with respect. You learn the lesson, you appreciate, you think, you forgive, and you move on. And you're going to be ready for the new. And the one you have right now, it's worth to invest. Do it, you're 101%. It's really important. Another thing, your Jupiter will be aspecting your 11th house, which is new friends, associates, new opportunities to meet new people. Don't stay home. If there's opportunity for you to go out there, definitely do. Put your makeup, dress up, guys. You put your matcha look on you, and you're gonna have new love connections. And it can be through the friends. Because what's happened, you have a seven house. Listen to this. I just realized it's really important. This is a perfect combination. When you have both such a powerful aspect from seven house directly, trine, and then you have aspect of 11 house, which is through the friends. Go into the parties, ask your friends, don't be shy. Tell them that you're ready, you want to meet new person. And you actually can meet someone, or maybe someone who your friend you can consider to take the relationship to the next level. It's possibility for you as well. And as well, it's aspecting your ninth house, which is other opportunities to travel, to understand a new different culture, to understand the spirituality on a new level. And you guys, you are born gurus, right? So now to know how to control what comes from your mouth and really to apply the tools to convert to the wisdom, this is when the real blessings coming from. So I want to share, I want to wish you many, many blessings. Good luck, be'atzlacha, guys. And now we're going to the beautiful Capricorn. And look at you, Capricorn. You have a two letters which is create, bet, and ayin and bet. And ayin and bet, it's the connect to the 72 names of God. This is really concealed sign, is the sign which is represent so much structure. And for you guys, you're really lucky. It's the how you're going to have Jupiter going to aspect your second house. Is good for your wealth, which is extremely important for you, right? It's your essence. It's good for the money, work, to new opportunities, and to improve your work position. If you were thinking to ask your boss or to take yourself to new courses to improve your skills, your professional skills, it's really, really good. It's really positive for you. It's the new place of work, very positive place of work. So no fears. Just take the cosmos to go together. This is amazing partner to have beside you. Okay. Now it's aspecting expecting your eighth house, which is house of money of other people through other people, tax return, inheritance. It's deep understanding of your own essence, eighth house. And by the way, eighth house connect to soulmates. So this period of time for you as well to awaken the energy of the soulmates, to really understand then your soulmates can come from completely different place than you can even imagine, to be open. And you're going to have a trying to use 10 house, which is your own house, and sixth house. So 10 house, your own house, is house of career, it's house of deep understanding of the sustenance. And the sixth house, it's a house of work, of a house of service, right? So it's expansion in your workplace, a new position, new career. So I really hope you Capricorn going to use this opportunity. And I wish you many, many blessings and good luck with these new positions. Okay. So now the next one, it's Aquarius. I love Aquarius. Look at you guys. It's one of the most forgiving signs. These guys don't have time to hold any bad memories. They want to move on. One of the remember Aquarius, one of the main things, one of the main tikkun and main correction you came to understand, it's one-on-one relationship, right? Now for you, you create by letter tzaddik, and the same combination, which is called planet Jupiter, tzaddik, it's the DNA. You cannot hear such information in any other channels. So this is how it's so important. Close your eyes, connect to the own letters, connect to your rising sign, your moon. It's tzaddik bet. And then connect to letter Gimel, which is create Jupiter, which is the same essence that you guys have. It's really amazing. And you, it's your first house. It's all about you guys right now. It's all of us need to awaken the energy of Aquarius inside of us, because this is energy connect to the age of Aquarius. And it's really powerful. It's empower yourself. It's take care of your health. It's self-improvement, right? It's your confidence, your real confidence, like really confidence from within to connect to your higher self. It's in to enlighten others by to be constantly enlightened, right? It's many, many opportunities, because first house, it's appearance, a personality, it's vitality, it's the life. So for you Aquarius, if you thought maybe to improve your look, to improve your funky, because Aquarius is usually a very interesting way for fashion. So perhaps it's another way for you to improve the way how you look, your hair, your appearance. Because for you, you right now in control of all 12 houses. When sign comes to the first house, it's your everything. Plus, it's indirectly connect to the seventh house for you, right? It's aspecting your seventh house. So it's the new relationship. It's completely for you, by serving humanity, your relationship can come from community members. It can come from place when you volunteer. And if you with someone, take your partner, do something together for humanity, volunteer together, bring something to your relationship more than just a one-on-one thing, just to have a dinner together, to have a fun together, which is important, but do something for humanity. Then your relationship can have different type of blessings. You're going to have a blessings from above, more support. This is different level of relationship. By the way, this is connect to all of us. When we invest to with our partner, we volunteer, we invest in other people, we givers, we share with others, then our relationship represent much more than just selfish desire for each other. It's represent, and we are partnership actually brings something really good to humanity. So it's really, really important. And as well, by the way, it's aspecting your fifth house too, right? Which is expanding your family. Amazing. I really, really love that. This is like really, really unbelievable. Unbelievable. So I really want to wish you guys many, many blessings. something then we all always need. I just want to remind you what I said in the beginning of the video. I hope it wasn't too long. My apologies. I hope if you listen to your own rising and your moon, you always can see according to the image where I'm at. So you don't have to go through everything. If you went through everything, it's very healing for the soul. You always can share this video with your friends. Don't forget to put like. I hope you like this video. I hope they like the knowledge I'm sharing with you. It's not mine. It's something then I'm blessed enough to have a source to learn and to transform in a language, hopefully with my, Russian accent. I hope, you understand and you're already used to. I always come with a lot of care and love for all of you. I wish all of us many, many blessings to constantly to awaken the creator we have within us, constantly to understand why we're here, what is the reason, what is the purpose. We hear much for to really to activate the energy of the creator within us, to understand what is really to be creator, what is really to be God here in this dimension. And the only way for us to understand this energy, it's for us to behave like one, right? To be more healing to other person. The moment we judge, not to judge. The moment it's uncomfortable to give, to give. The moment it's uncomfortable to love, to love. So this is what really to go out of your comfort zone. This is really transformation, and it's such a liberty. This is really liberty for the soul. It's very liberating, right? So again, much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. So I really want to wish you guys many blessings. Something then we all always need. I just want to remind you what I said in the beginning of the video. I hope it wasn't too long. My apologies. I hope if you listen to your own rising and your moon, you always can see according to the image where I'm at. So you don't have to go through everything. If you went through everything, it's very healing for the soul. You always can share this video with your friends. Don't forget to put like. I hope you like this video. I hope they like the knowledge I'm sharing with you. It's not mine. It's something then I'm blessed enough to have a source to learn and to transform in a language, hopefully with my, Russian accent. I hope, you understand and you're already used to. I always come with a lot of care and love for all of you. I wish all of us many blessings to constantly to awaken the creator we have within us, constantly to understand why we're here, what is the reason, what is the purpose. We hear much for to really to activate the energy of the creator within us, to understand what is really to be creator, what is really to be God here in this dimension. And the only way for us to understand this energy, it's for us to behave like one, right? To be more healing to other person. The moment we judge, not to judge. The moment it's uncomfortable to give, to give. The moment it's uncomfortable to love, to love. So this is what really to go out of your comfort zone. This is really transformation, and it's such a liberty. This is really liberty for the soul. It's very liberating, right? So again, much love, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.